Good morning, everyone. You're watching Atlanta and Company. I'm so happy you are. I'm Christine Pullara. You turn on the TV or open a magazine, and we're always hearing about the latest and greatest in cosmetic surgery. But there is a danger if you're not picking a board-certified physician. I want you to look at a picture, but I do want to warn you, it is quite disturbing. Take a look. This woman went for a routine procedure that turned horribly wrong. But after much searching, she was able to find a board-certified plastic surgeon right here in Atlanta. And we're thankful that the woman in the picture is here today, Nekia Hauser, along with her doctor, Earl Stephenson from Signature Plastic Surgery. She's going to have her incredible story. And as she said in the commercial break, we went from wow to whoa. That is awful. Tell us what happened.
Basically, I just went as any other woman just to go get a little nip tuck, and I went as a referral. And when I went for the referral, I seen like other, I work within the industry, so I seen other women in the industry that I knew, so I really felt like I found that place that was the perfect physician for me to perform the procedure. And it just, I woke up 3 hours later, and 4 days later, I was in the hospital in a coma for...
Oh my gosh.
Yes, I was in a coma for 3 weeks, and I was in the hospital for 4 months. I had to go through rehabilitation, to walk, to just everything. I lost a massive amount of weight, and just, I went, after the surgery, I had to go to like a wound repair center, and I went, after that 4th month, I went searching for a doctor to just help me to like get back to somewhat of normalcy. And I was turned away from so many other physicians that wouldn't even touch it.
Right. And they just were afraid to go there.
They were afraid to go there, and some even told me they absolutely couldn't do it. And I went back to my trauma doctor that helped me, and he was friends with Dr. Stephenson, and I went in to see him, and it's just been an amazing journey, a long journey, but an amazing journey since then.
And what made you feel comfortable about Dr. Stephenson when you told him your story? Obviously, you thought, okay, you're here today to tell us about your experience. So what was it about him that you thought, I'm going to trust him? Because it must have been hard to trust someone again after that experience.
It was very hard, but my doctor, Dr. Vu, he was at Atlanta Medical, and he was so amazing throughout the whole procedure. And he was actually moving to Hawaii, but he stayed with me throughout the whole time until the end. And he was just like, I went to him and I was just so upset, like I can't find anyone to help me. And he was like, you know what, I have a friend, a college friend, and I went to see him, and then when I went to see Dr. Stephenson, he was just like, he immediately was like, okay, we can do this, and it's going to be a long, it's not promising, but it's going to be a long process, like years.
Oh,
but,
wow.
I'm willing to work with you, and he got the job done.
Well, let's look. I think we have a before and an after picture, Doctor. Talk about wow.
So when she came in, it was like wow and whoa.
Are you kidding? Right.
So most definitely.
This is what is great about plastic surgery. In plastic surgery, not only am I trained in cosmetic surgery, but I'm trained in reconstructive surgery. So this is a marriage of both of these. So I had to break this down into 2 procedures. One, to stretch out the skin above the scar, so I have enough skin to perform a tummy tuck. So the first operation was to place balloons underneath the skin to stretch that out over many months.
Right.
Let that heal, then come back, take out that scar that was stuck really down close to a lot of vital organs, and remove that, and then perform a tummy tuck, which is what you see in the second picture.
I mean, it looks beautiful. You would never know that you went through all the heartache and the pain that you went through. I mean, that's absolutely incredible. And you mentioned something that I want to make sure I understand, and maybe our viewers feel the same way. I hear plastic board certified in plastic surgery, board certified in cosmetic surgery, to kind of make sure I know the differentiation.
I can clear that up for you. So plastic surgery is a marriage, again, of reconstructive surgery and plastic surgery, which means to make things, but within that training, you also get training in cosmetic surgery. Breast augmentations, tummy tucks, eyelids, facelift. Cosmetic surgery is a board that is not recognized by the American Board of Medical Specialties or the AMA. So any physician can go and get a cosmetic surgery certificate, but doesn't mean that they've had training, core training in cosmetic surgery.
Wow, I'm glad you said that. I mean, that's a huge difference. We think, you know, cosmetic, we're good to go.
Absolutely.
And
So
that's not the case.
That's not the case, not the case.
Okay, so that's important that we remember there is no certification. So if you see that, you better see plastic somewhere in that same office.
The American Board of Plastic Surgery is certified for that. Got to stress that.
Okay, and talk about the training that a plastic surgeon has to go through.
So usually it's at least 5 years of general surgery or neurosurgery or oral surgery or ENT, and then after that 5 years, you have to do 2 years or 3 years of plastic surgery. So you're talking about 7 to 8 years basic. And then if you want to specialize in hand surgery or do some special cosmetic techniques, that may be another year. So you're talking about 8 to 9 years of training before you can actually work with patients in a private setting or in an academic university.
And what's unique about your training?
Well, unique about my training, I'm both have medicine and dentistry as a background.
Oh, wow.
So I have an MD and a DDS. I trained in general surgery, I trained in plastic surgery, and I trained in maxillofacial surgery. So all those experiences help me take care of patients every day. Thank you.
That's really quite a resume there. And let's talk about when she came to see you.
Yes.
Was this one of the worst situations you'd seen?
One of the worst, but typically I deal with a lot of situations from other physicians, so if we've
fixing their mess.
Fixing things that didn't maybe go well the first time. So she was a very challenging case, but immediately I just looked at the problem. We don't have enough skin and we have a scar, so I had to fix that.
Right, and how are you feeling now? I mean,
I feel great.
Better than ever?
He gives me so much confidence because he always reminds me where I was to where I am. So I'm just blessed to be here and to have the body that I have now and not be stuck with the body that I had.
Absolutely, and all that you went through. Well, I'm so happy you're doing better and that you look better and finally achieved the look that you wanted. And doctor, you have a special offer for us today. Please tell us about that.
In our office, we're having free cosmetic consultations. So if you want to come in and talk about something that you were thinking about, it's free.
Okay.
Something that you may have had done that maybe you think can be better, still free. So just give us a call at 770-466-4700. We're happy to take care of you.
Fantastic. And I'm going to repeat that in case somebody was going to grab a pen.
Absolutely.
So thank you both so much. I appreciate your time today.
Thank you.
And again, if you want more information, please call 770-466-4700 or visit that website. It's signature-plasticsurgery.com.